Alright.
The ground is too uneven to actually get the idea that this could be a house, so yeah.
Alright, let's move out. Okay, I found the last zombies we need.
Hooray! Okay, that I have to say was pretty damn awesome.
Yeah. Now we have to move to the nearby junkyard.
There's something over there.
Yeah, that just looks weird. Just ignore it. Oh wait, we have done attack! Oh hey, we found an abandoned junkyard!
Yeah, although it just looks more like a bunch of cars that has been wrecked.
Ruthless...
At Bells.
Yeah.
I think that's me.
Yeah, because I need buckles. Pass. Okay, now we need to read The Resident Horror. I wonder if The Resident Horror is evil.
May I read it this time?
Oh,
Sure.
If you will guard my back because there's a problem? Oh, yeah.
yeah, let's just
Okay,
read this.
read.
Read.
Okay, I'm going to read and I'm trying to be quick. George glanced over at Elisa as he contemplated his misfortune. Would the world ever give him a break? He shook his head and felt like crying. Just like him to run out of gas in the middle of nowhere. Just like her to not be amused. He stepped out of the car and looked around, hoping to find a miracle. It was getting dark and cold wind was sweeping through the damn forest. A loud click. Well, they're not alone. Other cars around them, rusty and broken down. A graveyard of carts. A loud click. An engine coughing to a start. A light from the old barn. He spun around as Elisa screamed. The barn, he thought. They have to make it to the barn.
And that was well timed, Rana, because now the Resident Horror is attacking us.
Oh, glorious! Whoop! And as a flamethrower. Well, glad my timing of horror novel reading is good.
There.
Just promise me next time we're reading you and Givinea's fanfiction that you're not throwing stuff like that at us.
Don't worry. Usually my characters don't come to life. You would have noticed if they did. But yeah, we're going through we're acting out his novels, but unlike the characters in his novels, we are victorious.
I see. Also,
That's
I'm in
because unlike his characters, we can fight.
That's
Yeah.
true.
and we're not, shall we say, destined by a plot.
And there's a book up here named Marked. I'll just read it this time. Let's see. In the shadows of the sparkling flame inside the old barn, he started the ritual, the virgin blood, the ancient symbol. He slowly started reciting the sacred text, careful to keep his rhythm even and his voice firm. Towards the end, he let his voice rise to a crescendo, closed his eyes and tilted his head back, arms raised towards the realm of the old gods. Exhausted, he sank to his knees and looked up at his magnificent creation. It was a masterpiece. At last. Finally he would keep his promise to his master. The old house on the bluff was marked. The trail of blood would never stop.
I don't like that sound. Look out! Look out! Stitch flesh fearmonger!
Great, now we have to survive an onslaught of scarecrows.
Thank you.
Why is it carrying around a little baby doll?
It uses it to cast magic. The scarecrows were
The
dolls.
same way I use the same way I use my what is what's it called? My it's kind of like my elemental focus. If I recall correctly, one of mine was also a little doll.
Yeah, and you're carrying around a mask.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Alright, I thought you were...
okay, stay in here, stay in here.
Okay, if I can make a suggestion, for the next time they come running, I suggest we split up in a square as to cover more ground. Like I stand here, Warlord there, Givinea there, and Cobra stand in opposite of me. But he does not do that, so I go here.
Apparently
Yeah.
there are more barn attacks.
So I go here up with Given Ear now. And... yeah, this is not going to work.
Rana, singular scarecrows are not that big a threat. I don't think we need advanced strategies for this.
Alright. But that one has a chainsaw.
Hessian Maniac!
Delightfully horrific.
If I remember correctly, the Headless Horseman from Sleepy Hollow was a Hessian.
Yep, he was a Hessian mercenary.
Yep.
He could have was also be referring to the stag he was wearing on Solar's head. If I recall correctly, that's sometimes called Hessian as well. Well, I'm not sure if that can be used as a sack. Anyways.
Well, actually, if I'm not mistaken, there were at a time where the, I'm not sure you can... oh, another one. The Mangler. This one is tougher.
But not nearly tough enough. Going down.
Alright.
Right.
But, as I was saying, corpse
And that
of
was horrible enormous melody. What were we saying?
Okay, thank you. Sorry. What I was trying to say was that there was a time, I believe, where British cruise ships actually had to have a crew where, again, the whole thing with the shoveling coal and making sure that they actually, well, got running. I believe they were wearing something called Hessian hoods to protect their faces.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I watch a lot of Worst Jobs in History, so I know they wear Hessian hoods. Or at least they did.
Right, but then why did you say that you think when you actually knew?
I can comment on that later. I just thought I heard a dog, but yeah.
No, that was that zombie behind us chewing on his food.
It was because apparently I first thought that I knew something, and it turned out I actually knew something.
Okay.
First it was a theory, then it was a fact. Sorry.
Right, okay. We have to examine the draft for the Hidden World. Wonder what that's a reference to.
Our world.
Yep.
Oh, and there's some kind... oh, okay, that's...
Oh, hey, law! Not what we're looking for, but useful. And it's about the fog. A scant few souls escaped the fog by chance. On trembling feet, they stepped out and saw their town turned to a nightmare painting. An unstill life in waterlogged meat. In the empty streets, silence turned to sobs, sobs to shrieks. Those who vanished with the fog returned as the shambling dead. Some of the living stood transfixed by the rotting stench as their loved ones tore them to pieces.
Well, I think I have already found a severe...
Oh, here it
case
is!
for this. The unopened ladder.
No, the hidden world.
When Hidden World. When all the dreams have been dreamed, and all the whispers whispered, you are left with nothing but one thing. Everything is true. The living dead stalk the night, and the flames of hell burn bright. There is no dream, and the voice are not in your head. Only the chosen ones can deliver the world from this evil. Only the children of the beast have the power to clean up the filth, and light the torch that will illuminate this hidden world.
Oh shit!
Corrupted secret worlder.
Yep, and we have to kill it because of course we do.
A fallen agent, sadly.
Shady.
Right.
So it was the novel called Marked, right?
No?
Okay, fine, that's the next part.
The Marked was all the way back during the Scarecrow attack, Rana.
Yeah, okay, send report.
Yep, send the report, and we'll just read the report while you run back to fight the Scarecrows, Rana.
Okay, please tell me the path again.
It's on your map, Rana. It's
Alright,
pointed in
I'm on
bright
my way.
red. Yep. Hello? Spoilers! I hadn't read some of these! I was waiting for the movies! But you don't need to be psychic to know how a Creek book turns out. We keep an eye on him. He's been buzzing around the occult periphery for years. I say he has. I mean his replaceable starry-eyed nubile assistant. Innocence lost, everyone goes away with a dark secret, the man practices what he preaches. This prediction thing, though, right, don't be rattled. We got a roadmap for you too, and it goes, weeks into the future. It's open to sudden shock endings. That's not comforting. That's not comforting at all.
Alright, I'm in here and I'm trying to examine the marked book.
Right. The dragon?
Read between the lines to see the pattern. The writer writes for himself what he knows to be true. Each time he rewrites himself closer to the truth. He thinks himself master of events, though he is a servant to them. For the sequence of events are preordained. The sequence of responses to them are not. Read between the lines and see the decisions made, and the decision made repeating is infinite, like fractals. We do not predict, we explore possibilities. It is not the dragon's purpose to control the world, but to free it from controlling influence.
Right.
That's very noble. The problem is now it says I have to survive all these incidents with these Hessians.
Yep. Good luck with that. We'll be right back, people. Alright, Rama, you can read your report now.
Alright, the report as stated by the Templars. Just a second. Okay, fine. Oh. Interesting developments for such a poisonous pen. And yet, in our productive times, it is the pulp novelists and cable talk show hosts who assume the role of soothsayer. I need not remind you of the regard in which I hold conspiracy novelists. I believe Mr. Krieg truly does suffer from his questionable art. He cannot be responsible for the events accompanying his writer's retreat. He is another victim of them. And he was incorrect on at least one matter. It is not the taste of evil that drives you. It is the glimpse of good. R. Sonic.
What a nice one. Alright, we can pick up this one now. From the letter. Dear reader, a written request for an interview with Sam Krieg, signed Daniel Back. Krieg is unlikely to meet the request, but your associate might appreciate a sneak peek into the author's next project. Sure.
So accept, yeah.
Alright, well...
Pages of the Hidden World.
Oh, ow.
I think someone took offense to that. And that was a raven.
Oh wait, after them! That revenant just stole the pages!
Legate.
Come back here! Yeah, there's really no doubt that was a revenant pulling that shit.
You feathery fiend. Ignore the zombies if you can. Sorry, Warlord. Have to keep running.
No.
Come back here! You will not escape me!
This is the time I really wish I had a sniper rifle.
Where are you? Where? There you are. Come back here! Oh, for fuck's sake!
You foul, feathery fiend. Drop some F-bombs on this motherfucker.
You foul creature! There you are. Yep.
There he is.
Give us those pages back! Who the hell do you think you are?
Bitch.
Yep.
Wait, is it taking flight? Whoa, behind us.
It just
There.
It just teleported, so to speak. Alright, now we can pick them up. Alright, let's see.
You first encountered the raven.
Okay.
Your field report has been.
Yeah, just a generic one. Alright, we can look for the missing page for his master's voice on the way back.
Return to where you first encountered the raven, mine says.
Why does it say that?
I don't know!
Huh. Maybe you were too slow. Well, you can of course choose whether or not you want to chase down the raven all over again. That's your prerogative.
I do. I don't really fancy doing it alone.